You wouldn't want to buy food outside again. They say you should be careful about food you didn't cook yourself. It might carry secrets you'd rather not know. This is the story of Iya Bisi, a hawker whose rice turned Lagos into a place of whispers and fear. Her jollof wasn't ordinary. It was laced with mystery, perhaps something darker. Once you ate it, you couldn't stop, and no one knew what she used to make it. This tale is told to children to keep them from eating outside. Let's step into it, but brace yourself. This will leave you unsettled. Lagos is a city that never rests. Hustle fills every corner. In Oshodi Market, one stall stood out, Iya Bisi's. It was just a small metal shack, but her rice drew crowds like a magnet. Iya Bisi rice, people make una come oh, she'd sing, her voice carrying over the noise. Motorcyclists, traders, even wealthy men in fancy cars. They all lined up for her food. Iya Bisi was no ordinary hawker. She was plump and cheerful, always wrapped in bright fabric that caught the eye. Her jollof was perfection, red as ripe tomatoes, spiced to sting, with an aroma that could pull you from across the street. One bite, and you'd crave another. But something about it felt off. People began to talk. Her food wasn't quite right. Rumors spread like wildfire. Some claimed she cooked with her own urine, collected fresh each day. Others whispered it was water from dead bodies, stolen from the mortuary, that gave it its haunting flavor. The darkest tale? She stirred in menstruation blood, a twisted magic that bound you to her dish. People spoke in hushed tones, but no one could resist. Once you smelled it, you had to eat. It wasn't a lie. Once you tasted Iya Bisi's rice, you were trapped. Your stomach would fill, but your hunger wouldn't fade. A man named Baba Tunde ate 3 plates and still begged for more, shouting as if possessed. It was as if the food multiplied in your hands. They called it spirit rice, but no one could prove what was in it. At night, some saw her slip behind her stall with a calabash. What was she pouring? No one knew. A boy named Chinedu swore he saw her laugh, a cackle like a witch's, her teeth glinting in the dark. But when confronted, she'd just smile and say, "It's God's blessing on my cooking." The market women grew suspicious. "This woman isn't normal," they said. "How does her rice taste better than ours?" They sent spies to watch her, but found nothing unusual. Her pots were clean, her kitchen orderly. Still, the rumors persisted. Something sinister flavored her food. Her business thrived. Her song became a chant everyone knew. Even pastors stopped by, ignoring their own preaching. But whatever was in her rice, it hooked you. One taste, and you were caught, unable to walk away. One day, a man named Segan ate her rice and left a shell of himself. His eyes turned blank, his stomach swelled, yet he kept begging for more. His family took him to church, but prayers couldn't break the spell. Iya Bisi didn't care. She'd laugh and say, "Eat my food, enjoy life." But the stories grew darker. Some said she wasn't human, a spirit collecting souls through every bite. Fear crept in, yet the lines at her stall never shortened. A little girl, Amaka, swore she saw Iya Bisi's hand turn to bone as she stirred. "Her hand had no flesh," she cried. Her mother scolded her for lying, but the seed of doubt took root. What was Iya Bisi hiding? Her stall became a strange sanctuary. At night, people sat there, eating in silence, as if lost. It was as though they couldn't find their way home. Just the rice, endlessly calling them. Then one morning it was empty. No Iya Bisi, no workers, not even the boys who washed dishes. Everything was left behind, pots, rice, spoons. But they were gone, vanished as if the wind had swept them away. The market erupted in chaos. "Where's Iya Bisi?" people demanded. The police searched but found nothing. The rice still steamed in the pots, but no one dared touch it. Some feared she'd taken everyone to a spirit realm. A boy found a calabash beneath her table, split open, leaking something vile. It smelled like decay. Was this her secret? No one could say, and she wasn't there to answer. The children were stunned. "Mummy, where did she go?" they asked. Their mothers, speechless, hurried them home, warning, "Don't eat outside anymore." The story became a lesson etched in fear. Now grandmothers tell it to scare the kids. Iya Bisi cooked with urine, dead body water, Blood, they say. You don't know what's in someone else's food, so don't eat it. It sticks with them. Hawkers become suspects. One boy, Amika, told his friend, I'm not eating outside anymore. Iya Bisi could be anywhere. His friend laughed, but Amika wouldn't touch the food offered. The fear had taken hold. Some swear they've seen her ghost in other markets, her voice calling faintly. But when they get close, she's gone. A myth or reality? No one can tell. Her story joins Nigeria's myths, like Mami Wata luring men to the water, or the bush baby crying in the dark. Iya Bisi became a hawker of curses, disappearing with her mystery. What did she use? Urine, corpse water, blood? No one found out. But the hunger her rice sparked never faded. It was as if she fed something beyond the plate. Eat her food and you signed a pact. Your soul danced to her tune. Your hunger never satisfied. That's what they say. Before she vanished, her stall shone like a shrine. People ate, but they didn't leave. They faded, like ghosts lost to her call. That calabash they found. It was as if her secret spilled out. But she was gone, leaving no answers. Now, if a child eyes food outside, their mother snaps, do you want Iya Bisi to come for you? Don't eat it. It works better than any punishment.